Thank God it's Saturday. It's Saturday here in the Manila, and this is the airplane that flew from LAX to Manila. This is a Boeing 777 ER, and the ER is for extra range. 777, what did I say?
300 ER.
300. This is a Boeing 777 300 ER. There it is, right over there. See it? Can you see it right in the center? No, that's not it. There it is. There it is. A Boeing 777 300, an ER for extra range. It was a wonderful flight, uneventful. Everybody on the flight behaved themselves. There were no incidents. None of the passengers decided that they wanted to try to open up an exit door at 32,000 feet. That didn't happen. No one became sick on the way. Nobody perished on the way. Everything was smooth. We had some turbulence, but nothing to write home about, nothing to tell mom about, mom or dad. No injuries from turbulence, just your normal turbulence. It was exactly about 14 hours from the time we lifted off from Los Angeles at LAX till we touched down here in Manila. I timed it. It was 14 hours and 3 seconds, if you can believe that. And I hope you believe it. I'll tell you when I'm not sure, but I'm telling you, I'm sure. I timed it. I set my stopwatch on my iPhone 16 Max Pro, and that's what it came up. It came up 14 hours, and it went fast. It was not a problem. I watched a movie, Samurai, with Tom Cruise. He was a samurai. He was an Indian killer back in the 1700s in the United States, and after the Civil War, they were killing Indians, and then he got recruited to kill samurais in Japan, and then he got captured. They let him live, and then he fell in love with the wife of the samurai that he killed, and they kept him prisoner, and he enjoyed that, and he got spiritual, and he stopped having nightmares about killing Indian children in the plains of the United States. And at the end, of course, he survived because he's Tom Cruise. I don't care what he's doing. He could be flying helicopters into brick walls. He's gonna survive. That's Tom Cruise. Anyway, it was a wonderful film, I guess. There wasn't too much of a selection. I wanted to watch some other movies, but I didn't see anything I wanted to see. So you've got that light blinking on the top. That means they're gonna move this aircraft. Where is the light blinking? And it's moving now, and you'll be able to see the movement of this whole aircraft. And you can tell it's a 777 Boeing because you'll see 3 wheels at the bottom. 3 wheels, 2, 4, 6, 8 altogether, 3 side by side. And that'll tell you it's a Boeing 777 aircraft. So I watched the movie. The food was wonderful, it was delicious. The service was helpful, conscientious. The hospitality was #1. And it was a beautiful experience, I must say. And again, I'm not lying. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. You'll know when I'm lying because I'll tell you, I'm not sure. Look it up for yourself. Google it. But here it is. The tug operator is going to get this vehicle or this aircraft headed in the right direction. And I don't know whether this is an active flight or this is just being taken to another location for another flight at some point. And there it goes. Spin it. Just spin it. And there he goes. So it's a beautiful day today. What time is it? Our flight isn't leaving till about 11 o'clock. It's only, what the heck time is it now? It's 9:12, so we have plenty of time. I'll show you. Say hello. Say hello. Can you see me? I don't even have my glasses on. Why do I not put my glasses on? How can I make a presentation if I'm not seeing what the heck I'm watching? Okay, there he is. I'm going to remove that pin when it's time, and that'll allow the pilot to turn the nose gear. If that pin is left in, they will not be able to turn the nose gear. So he's going to straighten it out, and only the way he can. I've got somebody coming on here. Jeez. I got my phone on airplane mode, so I should be able to, with internet, I should be okay. So we're transferring here in Manila to Bangkok. And I think Bangkok is 3 or 4 hours, maybe 3 hours and 52 minutes, something like that. And so that's the plane. That is the aircraft that took my American ass, if you will, all the way. And I'll tell you one thing, this is something else. You don't get a chance to see this. Most people live in sky pollution, and sky pollution is too many lights on the ground, and you do not see the stars. But coming over the Pacific Ocean, I put a blanket on top of my head so I wouldn't have any interior aircraft lights, and I put my face, I didn't touch the window with my face, but I got close, got real close to that window. And I saw stars, and I saw the Big Dipper, and I saw this, and I saw that. And it was just amazing. It's just an amazing planet. But of course, when you live in LA or Sydney or, what is this? What is that, a fly? When you live in places with a lot of light, I'm trying not to raise my voice here because I don't want to interrupt any of the passengers that may be egressing through this airfield. So I have to be on my best behavior. But there it is. That's your 777-300ER. And you can get, if I can get a close-up, you can see him take that pin out. See, he's going to take that pin out. Why am I got two boxes now? And this is crazy now. I got two boxes on here. He's still talking to the pilot. The brakes are still set. He's going to start the engines. You should see a puff of smoke coming out of the back of that engine. Or perhaps the other one. There's a big engine. That's a big engine. I tell you, that's a big engine. And if you don't know anything about a jet engine, it's real easy to understand. You know when you blow up a balloon at a party, usually at an adolescent party for young people, you know, pin the tail on the donkey nonsense, you know, they blindfold the adolescent and he goes around poking other kids' eyes out. See now, there he goes. He's got that pin. See that pin? Can you see that pin? There it is. See that streamer? Now that pilot can control the nose gear. He's gonna wave him off. He's gonna show the pilot that he has that nose gear pin. And he's gonna get into that tug, tractor, tug, truck. You call it what you want where you live. And there's the tow bar, and that's it. End of story. End of story. Why do I have 2 boxes here? Jeez. This is crazy. So when I go like this, I get another box. Now I have another box. I'm wondering, this has never happened to me with the iPhone 16 Max Pro. Do you see a box? Just give me a note in the comments if you get it. I'm seeing a regular photograph, an image, and then I'm a little box up on the left. Now it's gone. Must be another fascinating feature that I'm not familiar with. But who can read the directions on a? You see that book they give you when you buy an iPhone? My God, you need a magnifying glass. It takes about 2 years. I'd rather read the Bible, I tell you that. It'd be more explainable. Anyway, there it goes. Let's get back and see what. And there it goes. All right, let's go over to the leaderboard, if you will. Not the leaderboard. This is not a golf tournament, but I had some items of interest, but I'm not going to do them today. And there he goes. Oh yeah, if you don't know anything about a jet engine, it's real easy to explain. When you're at an adolescent's party and they're blowing up balloons, you blow up a balloon, and then you take your fingers off the, I guess the nipple of the balloon, and that balloon shoots all over the room, you know? It shoots all over the room because that air is going, that big amount of air from the balloon is going out a very small restricted space, and it causes that balloon to fly around that party, getting into cake, hitting people in the face. You know, it's uncanny and that's the same principle as the jet engine. It's taking in air with the fan, a large volume of air, and it's restricting it, and it's magnifying it, if you will. It's compressing it. That's why they call it a compressor. And the fuel is like a blowtorch, and that keeps everything spinning. They got different stages of compression, and they got their barbecue, or your what do they call it? What do they call it? I forget what they call it. They call it combustion cans. They got combustion cans, they got fuel injection, and everything keeps spinning. And that big volume of air gets restricted out the back, as in exhaust. And all that doing is those 2 engines are just flying through the air. The plane and the people and the pilot and the flight attendants and everybody who needs wheelchairs to get on board, they're just going along for the ride. And it's quite amazing. And as they go up higher and higher in the sky, the air gets thinner and thinner and thinner, and they can save fuel. I think we were at 32,000 feet, just cruising along. Just cruising along. I mean, it's unbelievable. We take so much for granted. iPhones, clean water, jet aircraft. You know how long it would take to get from Los Angeles to Manila back in the day by boat? Then you'd get sick on the boat, and you'd be barfing, the food would suck, people would be fighting and causing problems, and women would be complaining. I mean, it would take weeks, and then the storms and the boat and scurvy. You might get scurvy, you know, you might get scurvy. I don't know, Google scurvy. You don't want to get scurvy. Scurvy is when you don't have enough minerals and nutrients and fruits. And your body just deteriorates, and just like a house plant, gets sick and it dies. So let's go over to the leaderboard. And what have I got? 14 minutes? You're probably getting sick and tired of hearing me talk right now. Look at all the cranes over there. How many cranes? Can we count it? Reminds me of Austin. How many cranes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hell are they building over there? Maybe it's a crane factory. Who knows what it is? But all right, let's spin around and stay out of everybody's face. Well, there's a wheelchair now. Here's a wheelchair. Here's the leaderboard. These are all the places you can travel to. Our flight is Bangkok. Where is Bangkok? There's New York. You can go to New York. You can go to Los Angeles. You can go to Vietnam, Phnom Penh, Guam, San Francisco, Hanoi. I think that's Japan. Saudi Arabia. That's my flight right there. 7:30, Bangkok. 11:20 departure. And the gate is, they changed the gate on us? Now it's gate 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Changing the gate, you gotta watch when they change the gate. Sometimes I'll miss a flight. I haven't missed a flight, but you think you got the right gate, and then right 20 minutes before departure, you find out they switched the gate on you. Maybe you were in the bathroom or something, you didn't hear the announcement, or who can hear the announcement? People tune the announcements out, oh my God. So you can go to Sydney, you can go to Kuala Lumpur, you can go to China, Jakarta, Indonesia, Vancouver, Canada, Melbourne, Australia, Denspar, I don't know where that one is, Singapore, Bangkok, Hong Kong, San Francisco. Okay, is this thing on? New York, Los Angeles, Guam. So this is very important, very nice. All right, I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it out here. Take you right back over here and we'll close it out. Look at this character witness. Where's he going? This is one of these Elon Musk robots. Looks like Elon Musk a little bit, doesn't it? Look at him. Oh my God. That's very nice. Is it heavy? Is it heavy? Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Pretty nice. So, all right, I'm going to close it out. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Where you live in the United States, it's the 25th. Here, it's the 26th. And so we passed over the international date line, so we're ahead. So you kind of lose a day coming over here, and then you gain a day going back. So it's maybe that was a live flight. Maybe that was a live flight. There it is, getting ready to leave. That's the right one. All right, have a great weekend and stay safe, travel safe, be safe. And just remember, you don't always have to react to people. You don't always have to react. You don't always have to have an answer. You don't always have to be upset. You're not a policeman. Let people say exactly what they want to say. Let them do exactly what they want to do. It's not your job to be affected negatively by other people's behavior. If you can wrap your head around it. All right, listen, there's a little train over there. It looks like some subway, above the ground transportation. All right, over and out. See you on the rebound.